Let It Go with Disney's mega hit Frozen, which has arrived at Bass Concert Hall as a Broadway musical. Preston Perez, a Texas State grad, we're very proud, plays scene stealer Hans in the traveling show, and he's here to tell us more. Preston, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
It's so nice to have you in the studio. You are a homegrown boy. Let's talk a little bit about your background in theater and how you landed this role.
Yeah, so I'm from San Antonio originally. I grew up doing community theater there, and then I went to the Northeast School of the Arts. And when I finished high school, I went to Texas State for musical theater, lived here in Austin, love it. And yeah, majored in musical theater and then moved to New York City. Did a show on Broadway a few months after moving there, and then in September of last year started touring with Frozen.
You are so humble about it. Oh yeah, my first job was on Broadway. My second job has been a principal role on Broadway. I would like to highlight for people real quickly that first gig, it was a swing gig. Can you tell us about the difference between, you know, having a role like Hans versus having a swing role?
Sure, yeah. So on Broadway, I swung the ensemble of A Beautiful Noise, which meant I covered 4 tracks. And at any moment, I was going on for any one of those tracks. And it was less of a singing demanding, it was more physically demanding and mentally demanding. You know, I was having to watch the show from the back and keep track of everyone that I was covering. And then now playing Hans, it's a little bit easier on the brain because I get to do the same thing every night, but there's a few more eyes on me at certain moments, so it's a little bit of, yeah, it's different pressure.
Yeah, but, it is. But I definitely want to talk about Hans as a character in just a moment. But you know, when we think about the translation from a movie to the stage, not always does everything come across the same. So I just wanted to ask you about the stage adaptation of this musical and how it might be a little bit different than people know.
Yeah. So there's 12 new songs that were written by the same people.
Wow, hang on, 12?
12 new songs.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to listen to. By the same people that wrote the music for the animated feature. And I think what's really exciting about the stage adaptation is you get an opportunity to get deeper into the psyche of Elsa and Anna and all of the characters, really. I mean, Hans has a few new songs. So it takes everything you know and love from the movie and just expands a little bit on that.
I think that's wonderful. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Hans. I looked it up this morning. Frozen came out in 2013, y'all, so it's been a minute. I don't feel like we're giving any spoilers, but Hans, let's just say, is not the person he originally comes across to be. Can you talk to me a little bit about his character, his motivation?
Yeah, it's such a dynamic and interesting character to play because up until this spoiler moment that things turn, he's just this prince that wants to make Anna feel seen and feel loved. So as an actor, it's a meaty role because I'm working towards this goal of getting her to fall in love with me, and then you know, things change a little bit, my objective changes, and yeah, it's a fun dynamic role. It's super interesting.
I would never say that you have any villainous characteristics, but I just want to know if there's anything about Hans that you feel like, okay, well, at least I can identify a little bit with that.
Yeah, I think he's someone who's trying to figure out who he is in a lot of ways, and Anna, I think, genuinely brings out an interesting side to him, and he's eager to connect with her, and they have a lot of things in common, and yeah, I think we have some overlap in our, you know, eagerness for connection.
Eager is a good word.
But I think there's some ways that we're not alike, and that's what's fun for me is to, you know, be someone else for a little bit.
Absolutely, play off that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, with 12 new songs, I don't know if one of those is your favorite, but I have to ask, what's your favorite bit to do when you're out there on the stage?
I'd say "Love Is an Open Door."
It's such a good song.
Yeah, it's such a good song.
It's such a good song.
It's so iconic from the animated feature, and it's a moment with just me and Anna on stage, and there's so much trust that is required in that moment. So, you know, with the actress that I'm doing it with each evening, it's so special to play off of each other in those moments because it's different every night, and it's like a really honest, you know, feeding off of each other's energy. And there's some lifts in there, spoiler again. But it just requires an insane amount of trust, and it's special to connect with an actor in that way.
Oh, I think that's incredible. And the people who have been here in Austin and San Marcos have gotten a chance to see you grow. So you said family has come out, everybody you know from
everybody I've ever met has come to see Frozen.
And hopefully professors are coming this weekend, right?
Yeah, I have some professors that are going to come see the show, and it's special. I mean, they are the reason that I'm here, so to have them see me on stage, it's a thank you for all that they've taught me.
I think that's incredible. Okay, I want to talk about tickets because I know they are still available. When I talk to you and you look out at the audience, you get this wonderful feedback. Who would be a great fit for this musical? Who should come?
I mean, it's for all ages, and I think that's what's exciting about the stage adaptation is because there's these new songs and because we get, an opportunity to learn more about these characters. Obviously, it is for kids of younger ages because the animated feature is beloved by young Elsas and Annas everywhere. But Elsa is such a dynamic character in her own self-sabotaging qualities. I think as a young adult or even an adult, you can recognize some of her behaviors in yourself. So it's a musical for everyone.
Yeah, I think so too. It sounds like a ton of fun. And I know this is kind of putting you on the spot. We'd love to have you as Hans forever. But is there any other Broadway role that you're thinking, oh, maybe that's me someday?
Before Phantom closed, I wanted to be in Phantom for a really long time. I did it in high school, but it was a little different. I was 17 playing the Phantom. But I love Wicked. I'd love to, be involved in Wicked someday. It's one of my favorite shows. I know it was just here in Austin.
Yeah, I'm going to be crossing my fingers for you. I can't wait to see you on the stage.
Thanks.
We appreciate your time, Preston. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Disney's Frozen, the hit Broadway musical, is playing now through June 16th at Bass Concert Hall. You can get your tickets now at texasperformingarts.org or broadwayinaustin.com.